Okay, Asia session done. Asia session, I look at the Nikkei, gold, as well as the Asia Forex pairs. In Asia, my start time is 7 a.m. Jakarta time, which is Tokyo market open. And prior to that, I'm flipping through all my Asia pairs to see if there's any setups and signal days. I'm basically looking for weekly, monthly, daily breakout levels that are going in the same direction. And I'm looking for a breakout day or a fake out day that's going in a strong trend. So once I find those signal days, I mark them off, put them all in one chart, and I try to reduce the amount of pairs that I'm looking at. On a Forex signal day, I'm trading the trend retracement setup, previous H8 fake out, peak of the day session, previous day's peak untriggered, and going in the direction of the day breakout level. 3-star setup for me. I love trading this setup. So 7 a.m. I could already see Aussie USD, and a bunch of these were already invalid because they had triggered the previous day peaks. We have Swiss JPY. I was looking for a fake out, high of the day sell, but the day breakout level was going in the wrong direction. So this was out, even though this played out properly. It wasn't part of my rules. NZD CAD, I think, and NZD USD at 7 a.m. didn't trigger the previous day high, but once Tokyo market opened, it almost immediately did. So these were out. And so the only pairs that were still valid for me were Euro NZD and Aussie NZD. So those were the only two that I focused on shortly after Tokyo market open. However, at 7 a.m., I already saw that both of these had triggered the previous H8 high, but it triggered it way too early for me. It's around 5 a.m. So I'm not looking at the charts at that time. I'm not looking to take any trades then. So when Tokyo market opened, it pushed price down on both of them. So I wasn't interested in these anymore. In order to take them, I needed to see an H4 high fake out, and the H4 bar closes at 8 a.m. And so at 8 a.m., I was waiting for an H4 high to get triggered. And once it got triggered, I took a look at this because I also like this because the H8 breakout level was also bearish. However, price never got back below the H4 high. It just stayed up and shot back up. These usually are news candles. I didn't have any news on the calendar, so I'm not sure what happened here, but did not get into this move. And the move I was looking for was a high of the day sell, did not present, and so I stayed out of this. And almost the same exact thing on Euro NZD. Triggered the H4 high. This one, it did fake out, but to take this trade would give me not the ideal risk to reward ratio. So I did not look to enter this one. And then after that, it just shot up. So all my setups on Forex in Asia were all blown up. And so there were no Forex trades. So I focused just on gold and the Nikkei. So for gold, I took a trade in in New York yesterday. Somewhere when it pulled back, it came back down, pulled back, and I entered somewhere here. This morning, I was aiming for at least the previous week high. This morning didn't go anywhere. On the 1 hour, I could see that it closed an inside bar. Inside bars create a range at the highs and lows of the previous bar. Once I see that, I try to protect my position. So I brought my stop loss down, and I got taken out on this move up. So I took a tiny bit of profit on it, but not really worth talking about. But I still liked the fake out at the high of the day, counter trend trade. Wanted to take it back down. In order to do that, I need to see an H8 or H4 high fake out. Was waiting for the H8, which I think was somewhere up here, but it didn't get up there. But it did trigger the H4 high, this red line right here. Triggered the H4 high, broke out. Was looking for the previous H8 high fake out, didn't get it there, but it stayed below the H8 fake out level. And then after that, closed right below, and I entered straight on that candle, on the break of that candle, stop loss high of the day. And yesterday, I took a breakout reversal setup, tapped into the previous week high multiple times, and I thought that I would maybe try my luck to see if this level will break. So I was looking to take more than that. I wasn't looking to take partials. Um, so once price faked out the previous H8 low, didn't get through again, probably strong at that level, I went to break even. So now I'm at break even, didn't take partials, not enough for me to take partials. If this wants to keep going, great, I'll be in that. We'll trail my stops. But if it wants to come up, take me out break even, that's fine also. So I'm risk free on this. It's not looking good since I'm in a range, but I'm okay since I've protected my position on this already. Um, yeah, that's about it. So yeah, so that was my trade on gold. Still in this, break even, and then I took two trades on the Nikkei. Um, Nikkei monthly, weekly bearish. We've broken below the previous month's low. We're above the previous week high, and we faked out the previous day high. So I'm looking for a breakout reversal setup. We're at a previous week high, breakout high, faking out the previous high of the day, previous day high. That's a breakout reversal setup on the weekly. So I was looking for a high of the day sell on this one. So 7 a.m. already triggered the previous H8 high at the previous day high, faking out the range. I think I entered on the 2 minute on this one. Was looking for an H1 fake out, which I got over here. This is a H1, faked out the H1, and I entered as price got below the H8 high. Once it fakes out the H8 high, that's the first sign of a reversal in the higher time frame. So I entered on the fake out of the H8 high and was targeting the previous week high as a first target. But once the next 15 minutes over here closed as a inside bar, so on an inside bar, again, I extend the previous M15 highs and lows, and that becomes a range. And most of the time, price will go up or go down and trigger one of these sides. So once I see that, I want to protect my position. So after this M15 bar right here, I went down to protect my position to break even. I got taken out at break even. And after that, the M15 broke out. Let me close this, remove this. M15 broke out of the previous day high, which turns this chart bullish. So we've above previous week high, broken above the previous day high. And so that becomes a bullish setup. So technically, I'm looking for buys when I'm above here. However, this was 15 minutes before the 1 hour bar closed. So I had a quick look at the 1 hour bar, and the 1 hour bar was in between. So again, when a 1 hour bar is inside, you extend the previous bars highs and lows, and that becomes a range. And most of the time, price will want to go to one of these ranges. If I were to take a sell, I would need to see a fake out of this range. And if I wanted to take a buy, I would want to see a fake out of this range at the bottom here. So I did not look for any setups to buy. Also, I didn't want to buy right into the high of the day, and it's also the high of the week. Not really smart to do that. So I waited for the 1 hour bar to close, was looking for a sell setup up here. Reason why is because monthly and weekly are breakout levels are bearish, and I'm always going to go. But the ideal setup for me is the one where two out of the three, are going in one direction. So by default, I'm always looking for the majority direction, which is a sell for me. So I wanted to take a sell at the top, but instead had different plans. Shot back down, and once it got below the previous day high, it turns into a breakout reversal again. So that's a valid setup for me to take a breakout reversal. Got below the previous day high, and I was looking for a pullback to enter. We have a previous day high is at this level right here. Broke below previous day high. I'm looking for a pullback, so I'm basically trailing these breakout levels. Every time the 1 minute bar breaks out, I'm following. I'm not manually doing this, but I'm looking. I keep my eyes where the breakout level is. And then we have a M1 bullish breakout level, which takes that out. So the M1 is now bullish. So at this point, now I'm looking for an M1 bearish breakout that takes out the breakout level of the M1. And so bullish bar, here's the new breakout level, takes that out. That's how I enter my pullbacks. Entered on the break of this, and then targeting the previous week high all the way down to here. Since this setup is on the weekly, so I'm targeting weekly levels. Price got struggled at the H8 low over here, and so once I saw that, I went to break even. Didn't take partials. I did want to see if I can hold for the entire thing, and then my got taken out over here, and that was it. Did not re-enter. Did not look for any other entries. My Asia session is done already. So those were my trades I took. I took a trade over here on Nikkei, break even. Took one down here as well, break even. This one, maybe I should have taken some partials here, but did not. I did not do that. If I had kept my stop loss at the high of the day here, I would have been safe on this move, and definitely I would have taken partials at this time. But I did not do that. Usually I would, because when you get a fake out at the high of the day, 33.3% of the time, that's going to stay locked in Asia if you get a fake out of the H1 bar. And as long as I'm targeting at least 2R with a 33.3% strategy, I would be profitable. So I should have kept it there at the high of the day, especially when I have higher time frame confluence, but I did not do that. Didn't want to take any losses before New York session. So yeah, ended up with two break-even trades on Nikkei. Gold, I took this one, still in it at break even, just letting it play out, and we shall see. No trades on Forex. All the Forex pairs were blown up already or already invalid, and that's it.